What's going on, YouTube? It's your girl back with you for a new installment to my channel. I've decided to add a new review commentary to my playlist, and I've decided to call it
Nostalgia Rewind.
Basically, I've been watching a whole lot of movies that I used to watch back when I was a kid, and as I was watching them, I was like, you know what? How about I review them instead? I know, genius thought plan, I tell you. The girl, she's always a thinking. Anyways, to start off the first movie in our Nostalgia Rewind, we are gonna watch one of the movies that are near and dear to my heart, The Golden Child, starring Eddie Murphy. But before we get into all that, you already know we gotta play my intro. So, let's go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage.
Shalea Homebody. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Shalea, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're old, hey fam! As usual, you already know how we roll. On this channel, we are family, and as family, what are we allowed to do? We can say whatever we want.
Hilarious.
But not like in a rude toddler way, you know, like one of those little kids who's always saying whatever they want because they're kids and they have no filter and or lack of tact. But more so in cousins who grew up together and they're telling each other their deepest secrets type of way. Alright, we're feeling all warm and gooey inside. Okay, so with that all being said, let's start the show. Gets me every time. Tibet, present day. Man, for a second, I thought I didn't have no sound. It was so quiet. They must be those silent monks. Ooh, you already know they're the goons. They've got the full goon look. Now looking back on it, it's crazy how they carried that whole cage up those mountains to get that little boy. What's also crazy is, fun fact, that's a girl. It blew my mind too when I looked this up to figure out who the actor was in like a where are they now moment. I was trying to figure out who the actor was, and they was like actor, actress. I said, my girl, skill. I mean, innovation, ahead of its time. I wonder if she was already bald or if she like scalped herself for the role. But Mama does a good old job. You know, you shouldn't talk about people, but like some faces are just there to be commented on. They're just waiting for him to pick, like, which one is he gonna pick? This one? Oh my god, this is what he chose! Like, they're just so amazed with everything he does. I love how it's, here, pick a hat, pick a necklace, pick a dead bird. Just think, you were one of the other birds who, like, are laying dead and you didn't get chosen to be rebirthed. Like, how unfortunate. You'd be in the afterlife like, god damn it, they picked Charlie. It's honestly giving me, like, a Lucius Malfoy type of vibe, except he's a redhead. But, like, just like the demeanor gives me Lucius Malfoy. Just so bold and brazen to go in someplace and still a kid. Like, God. The poor monks didn't stand a chance. And he's just so calm with it, just like almost as if he was expecting to be taken. Like, that is a type of inner peace that I will never know. To just be like, oh, they're coming to take me. That's fine. That's like an inner Buddha spirit. I have yet to comprehend.
Don't let him touch you.
See? And when he touches you, he gives you the power of good. You bet he couldn't do nothing for you. He gave it a go. You know, what can one boy do, really? Like, it's like he fully knew he couldn't do anything about it, so he was just like, just let it happen. I like his coat. Can't fault him. Can never say they're not snazzy dressers. If you're gonna do bad things, at least do it in nice attire. What is this, the 80s? Hold on, gas, 99 cents. Good God. Take me back to, are those what they was talking about Make America Great Again? Take me back to 99-cent gas prices. You know, the sad thing is, there was actually a time in my life where I was like, I thought Eddie Murphy was fine. Chunky asses, okay. I mean, like, whatever's your flavor, sir? Why you gotta call him out on his fetishes like that? You ought to be ashamed. Man, that's where that looked like a whole different time back in the 90s. Is this the 80s or the 90s? I'm not sure, but either way, it felt like a whole different era. It looked like a whole different era. But it honestly makes me nostalgic and wish I could go back in time to those type of things. Like, it looks like a good time, a good town. Everybody seems eccentric. I like it. What was this in? LA? I think it's LA. I've actually never been to California, but I want to go. One day I'm going to go. You know, probably maybe next year after everything settles.
Listen, I'm trying to find this girl. Her name is Cheryl Mosley. She disappeared a while back.
This is wonderful because this is exactly what the Mel Bachman report is all about.
Wow. I think he gave him all of 2 minutes of screen time to talk about what he was wanting to talk about. Like, sir, this is a missing child we're talking about here. I mean, I'm not an interviewer or nothing, but I mean, just look at the way he looking at him. Like his fake fascination. Like, and then the way he goes back and forth. I'm like, sir, this is not the time. Why did he even go on there? This is a Jack show. Oh, now you mad he took the mic from you. Maybe you should have gave him his 5 minutes.
Yo, hey, if you don't put the camera, I'll bust your ass, man. Leave it.
I wonder if I don't think Eddie Murphy wrote this one, but like, this one was like, I don't know, it's a black kid who was into like all of the martial arts movies, like Kiss of the Dragon, Legend of the Red Dragon, like Crouching Tiger. Like, this was your girl back in the day. So seeing Eddie Murphy do some type of urban mixed with martial arts shit, this was epic for me when I was a kid.
Come on, here you go. All the way, boy. It's you.
She is so pretty.
I like working with children.
Hey, Chandler, come on, are you okay?
Shut up!
Not to telling the children to shut up. I don't know why they picked him out of all the people. I'm just like, did they ever explain that? Because I'm like, all the people to pick. You pick Mr. Gerald?
400 years ago, the New Chong Oracle predicted that the Gompantama, that is Tibetan for Golden Child, would be taken to the new city, the city of the angels, and would be rescued by a man who is no angel.
And who's that?
You, Mr. Gerald.
Ooh. I mean, I get that. But like, you in the city of Los Angeles, there are plenty of people who ain't no angels, lady. Why did we zone in on him? Like, I need that specific reason. Like, right, looking at it right now, I wouldn't have no faith in him. I'm just saying.
It's your destiny to find the Golden Child.
And it's your destiny to seek some serious psychiatric help.
Just imagine being in her position though and having to go up to somebody and be like, yeah, you're the chosen one meant to help this magical kid and save him from some evil entity. Like, I mean, you gotta know they're gonna think you're crazy. You gotta know they're gonna think you're nuts. Honestly, I think the worst of the like are like definitely child. It takes a special kind of, not even special, but a sick type of somebody to kill kids. Man, that was even now, I'm just like, that's a slaughterhouse. What's going on in here? This part fucked me up as a kid. Like, really, I couldn't eat oatmeal for years after seeing it. I wouldn't touch a thing of oatmeal. Fun fact, I also couldn't eat mayonnaise for years because my sister told me that they came from caterpillar's blood. Now, I don't know if you've ever cut open a caterpillar, but their blood is white. And my sister told me that that is where milk and mayonnaise came from.
Why?
Now, I'll admit, I wasn't the brightest kid growing up, but still, that was some fucked up shit. She did a lot of shit like that to me growing up when I think about it. Should call and tell her she fucked me up.
This is a restraint curse. They must restrain him both spiritually and physically.
Or what?
Or the child will project himself astrally.
You gotta expect that type of reaction, girl. You gotta expect it. You lucky you pretty, or he really wouldn't have took you nowhere seriously. Let's just be real. The only thing keeping his interest is your looks.
We're just having fun. This is all entertainment. It's for laughs and gags. Everybody.
Mr. Gerald, you honor my shop with your presence. He says he's very pleased to meet a man as great as you.
He lying. I be like, he don't know me. Stop lying. What he really say? Yeah, he ain't saying you. He's saying all that is equivalent to, oh, you a great man. Hell, he probably telling him he gonna die. Sitting there laughing like I'm looking at a dead man.
Every 3,000 generations, a perfect child is born. A golden child. He has come to rescue us.
What makes him perfect exactly? Like physically perfect, mentally perfect, like everything, like just he come out the womb perfect, like with the magic. Who's his mama? We never saw her.
Listen, who would want to take the kid anyway?
Those who want evil rather than good.
I've been like, well, that could be anybody, lady. I'm gonna need you to be more specific. We in LA.
We do not know who took him.
Well, could you tell me why the people that took him are trying to make him eat blood?
Nothing in this world will hurt him.
When they say nothing in this world can hurt him, do they mean like he can't be stabbed, he can't be shot? Is that what we talking?
Do you have any other questions?
As a matter of fact, I do. What are you doing this weekend? Because your silhouette is kicking.
It's a fucking asshole.
This is the chosen one.
Girl, you and me both was thinking the same thing.
She is the librarian of the secret repository at Palcosin. She was flown here to help us.
You think it took to fly her ass over her? Cause she looked like she got a lot of tail in the back. Do they got private jets and shit? Otherwise, how'd you get her over here? She don't look like she could go back crazy. Maybe shit. Put her in the cargo section. Oh no, she said she was flown here, so nah, it had to be private.
Look, I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry. Why don't you come up for a while? I'll be good.
Can't trust you. You done already tried to put the moves on her. But at least she held out. I mean, we already know. Well, you haven't already seen it, then you don't know. But if you have already seen it, then we already know what's going to happen in the future. But at least she didn't just put out. Make them work for it, girl. Man, just imagine, like, when do they rotate? You gotta have them chanting the whole time. I never understood this part. I'm like, was it just for entertainment purposes? To win his trust over? Like, or just to put on a show? Maybe he was trying to hypnotize him. I don't know. At first I was thinking, how does kid know how to make that can dance? But then I was like, I guess he can astro project. Maybe he been astro projecting all over the world and watched it all his life. And since he's the perfect child, he probably remembers everything from all the past ages. It's a nice little suede suit, my nigga. Nice little suede suit. You gonna do bad things, do it in style. I love the facial expressions. I love those actors that don't say anything, but you can just read their emotions right on their face. Because his face literally was just like, you got me fucked up. Not her sleeping in the car, though. I thought she had a hotel or something. I didn't know she was sleeping in that car the whole time. I'm like, damn, girl, are y'all broke? Does she feel she has to stay close in case some stuff happens? I don't know. Yep, falling asleep, sir. Fucking out. You can astro project now. I love how the child already knew who to go to for protection or to try to get rescued. But not this looking this shit right here. At first it was kind of corny, but that throwing the bird out, that's still pretty cool, even now. My girl, she already said, let me take off my jacket because I already know he gonna need my help. Yo ass stepping in on the family barbecue. And they gonna ask for some chat. You gonna ask for a hot dog too? See, this is what I mean. He the chosen one. You gotta always check your six. 3, 6, 9. It's one of those. Anyway, you gotta always check your back. Especially when you going in alone without no backup. You lucky she came in and saved your ass. Who knows what they would have did to your black ass. Look at you. Looking silly and tied up.
Yeah, that ought to hold up.
Coronavirus. I swear movies like this hit different when they be doing stuff like that. After the panorama, things just be looking real different when they be getting close. Things get tough. Call a woman. But that was a long pause he gave her. Like, didn't nobody have a gun to shoot her? I'm just saying. Not that I wanted her to get shot, but I'm just saying. Like, very convenient. You got, like, stupid niggas and drunk niggas in this piece. Because if somebody had a gun, they should have just started shooting your ass. And how convenient the water spray for the see-through outfit so we can just see all of her. Cheap sexual tricks back in the 90s, I swear.
What are you doing here?
What do you think she doing? Saving you. I guess you had to reclaim your manhood after being saved by her. I love how Eddie Murphy wasn't gonna let him get his ass fully kicked in his own movie. Alright, Eddie. That was kind of sexy. Something about a guy kicking ass really just does something for like your primal juices, you know? It's not just me. It's not just me.
We traded her a case of cigarettes and a quart of pork fried rice.
Wow, so low. Y'all fucked up for that. I don't know what's more insulting. That you sold her or that you sold her for so little. If I was sure, I'd come back and hunt him from the grave. Look, every time he light one up, I'm like, a case of cigarettes, bitch!
Wait. Here.
I think we've already established that she's not the waiting in the car type of gal. This is the 90s, sir. Independent women.
Looking for Tommy.
That's bold. Why this reminds me of that episode, the scene in Rush Hour, where where Chris Rock went in a restaurant doing the same shit.
I have already told you. I don't know, Mr.
Look, do you think I came down here for nothing? You gonna give me some gas money? You got $5 on you? Would you please go upstairs and tell Mr. Junta get his ass down here then? Thank you.
Let me translate it for you. Bring Tommy Tong out here, or I'ma bust your...
That's not translating. That's just getting hostile. You know, you could have just went out the back. I appreciate the waiters scattering. They was like, we not in this. Now, I thought you I don't know why in my head when I passed seen this, she like jumped, she like flipped in and hit him or something, hit him in the head or something. But I'm like, you literally walked in just to turn around and backflip. Okay, just show off your athleticism. That's fine. Let's talk about that outfit though. That is cute. Why you just gonna stand there as he axes you, dude? Like you really just stood there. Sad, Tommy.
You killed him.
I love how she just assumed he killed him.
I don't know, maybe the guy thought...
So he hit himself with the pickaxe, the tip of the pickaxe? Come on now. Like you said, oh no, I didn't do it. Maybe he killed himself. She was like, well, that's not illogical. We're just gonna go with demons.
But why is the child still alive?
Because I can't kill him.
They can refuse nothing for his safe return.
Oh, come on. That's a stupid plan for like some demon lord, high king or whatever he's supposed to be. I'm sorry. That's stupid. But I guess he thinks he can play on humans' weaknesses. I always hate that stuff where it's like, oh, give us this that can destroy the whole world in exchange for this one child. It's like, come on now. I'm like, sir, you're in my dreams. What's with all the mystery? Just to prove he's in a dream? Like, unfortunately for him, it seems like he done picked up like crazy people, like crazy stupid people, as opposed to like crazy killers or crazy smart people. He done picked a group of fools. And like they all got something where they can't talk. I'm halfway wondering if he cut off their tongues.
Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass.
I swear only Eddie Murphy could grab that much balls in his dreams. It makes me wonder what would happen if he was like up against Freddy. Would Eddie really act like that if he was up against Freddy in his dreams?
This is just a reminder of the evening.
Oh, hell no. You took that like a G, because, Jesus, what is that, an acid fucking finger? Ew!
You're going to remember this evening for a very long time. Excuse me.
That looked real and painful. And he just took that shit, because I'm like, nah, I'd have been like, what the fuck?
Key.
Wow. Not they slicked her hair back like that. Oh, I love her dimples. I didn't notice she had those. Those are so cute. What in the random dream is this? That's how you know it's a dream. Old girl ain't kicking nobody's ass. She just sitting back and screaming. Ooh, that looked nasty.
The bearer of justice. His death was a great loss.
That's a cute little analogy. Bearer of justice. So now that he's dead, there is no justice in the world.
Why can't somebody choose me to go to the Bahamas? I got to get chosen to go to Tibet. This is really... And Kyla, you're not a normal chick. You keep trying to open up.
Asshole. But I mean, shoot, you picked him. He didn't pick you. Y'all looking like, I mean, what did you expect might have happened when you pick a random dude off the street and call him the chosen one? You take what you get.
Aren't you going to ask me out?
I don't know what. Maybe I guess it was the fight from earlier. Like I said, when you see guys fighting, especially in your defense, it gets the primal urges going. So I'm just like, I guess after seeing he could kick a little ass, she's just like, well, you know what? Let me give him a little bit of the. Let me give him a little. Nah, he must have did real good. She got her hair down now. She done took the hair down and everything.
Where do you go?
Did you really sleep with him just to get him to go to Tibet though? Because I mean, now it kind of seemed like you slept with him to get him to go to Tibet. Hell, and maybe she was just tired of sleeping in the car. This messed up advertisement though, because this make a person not want to go to Tibet. Surviving off leaves. But they say the body don't need that much. It needs like water though. So what's he drinking? I don't think those leaves carry that much moisture. Ooh, she speed walking up in that place. I'm not familiar with birds, but aren't those type of birds tropical? I wonder if they really travel to Tibet. Honestly, I think, because this looks like a movie set. At least he's trusting in the bird now. Ooh, I've seen him in things. Dang, what have I seen him in? I can't remember, but I've seen him in things. Besides this. Oh, now you just took the money. In American dollars too. You ain't even got a chance to transfer your currency. And you went from a Benjamin to a 1, so you know that. Oh no, you got some 20s. Put your money out like a wild like that though.
You're breaking my heart, asswipe.
Bitch.
Well, you speak English just fine.
I said, give me back my 100. That's what of it.
Monkey breath, puke face, eater of turtle slime.
You saying a spell? He ain't gonna trust you no more, bird. Just let him into thievery.
I've arranged for yachts, ponies, and boats.
It seems like this is gonna be a trek if I'm gonna need a yak, a hammer, yak, pony, and a boat. Like, I'm just like, I'm not ready for a trek. Like, you didn't tell me I was gonna have to do a trek to get to this place. Shoot, I don't blame him. $100? Man, wait till I find you. I'm surprised when he finally seen him at the mausoleum later on, he didn't whoop his ass. Maybe they did go to Tibet. I don't think you could fake scenery like that in the 90s. Being though that he had some like leaves in his pocket before he got kidnapped. Too bad he didn't have bigger leaves. Is that the last of his leaves? What you gonna eat now? I guess you can eat the root. I'm surprised he didn't run over and grab him. Like, don't look at me weird. He know what he did.
Let him ask it.
For what? Like, just, was it like to prove he wants the heirs or something? I love this part.
Want a knife? Only a man whose heart is pure can wield a knife.
Well, you should be out.
Man, you will have it.
That sounds like a threat.
I'm so afraid of the dark, too.
All that confidence, I guess you can look at it as fake bravado to build yourself up. I know she's in it just like Daddy, I swear. He not as foolish as like he looks. But shoot, once again, y'all came to him. He did not come to y'all and say, I am the chosen one. You went to him and you gave him this responsibility. So you get what you get and you don't have a fit. You don't like it, find some other chosen one. Shoot, this chosen one comes with personality and mediocre martial arts skills. All that talking. Now look at you. Could have been the point where I said, fuck it.
There's no ground here.
That's when I turned right back around and been like, no go. He gonna have to figure out another way to save him. This ain't a game no more, is it? I'm surprised he didn't turn his ass back, because I sure would have risked my life for a child I don't know. This rickety ass bridge. I saw some water spill. I saw some water. Y'all should have fixed that. Not to mention the droplets that got on his hand. He should have been disqualified. And that would have been the rest of the water that would have spilled after I jumped and pissed myself. Well, that's when it would have been over. And I could have sworn I saw some more droplets spill out that cup. That cup was a lot higher when he got it. I'm sorry. No. Y'all not gonna get me now. I'm grown. I seen the water droplets. With all that sweat on his hand and forehead, that water should have slipped. That was a good guess, because I might have threw that water on there. Look at you. Your Indiana Jones adventure. Man, I'm sorry. This was a little more epic when I was a kid. Like, when he got that dagger when I was a kid, I was like, yeah! Yeah, he got that dagger! Woo! Now I was just like, alright, he got the dagger. But I still saw those water droplets fall. I'm just like, are you this gross for everybody, or am I just special?
I was wondering what a man says to a woman from your world when he wants to make her understand that he loves her and he wants to marry her.
If you took the short path...
Basically, he just said, I already know you fucked her. Looking back on it, though, I do blame movies like this for making me think that you can fall in love in like 2 days. Like, for real, y'all really had kids believing in love at first sight, for real. That's why half these relationships is fucked up now. Over talking about he loves her. Man, you don't know her.
Grandpa, I have ruined myself for the American. He is a fool.
You should have thought about that before you slept with him. He didn't make you come up to his room. Oh!
I'm sorry, you're not a whore.
I could tell though she was really embarrassed by him when she took him home. You know, one of those things where like you find it attractive, but then when you go to take him to the house, you're like, oh my god. You see these traits, you're like, you see how other people may perceive them as super annoying or super weird and stuff, and you're just like, and you're second guessing yourself. I feel like she probably had one of those moments. Happens to all of us. But not that she calling him a fool though, when her daddy's literally disgusting, slovenly. At least he wise though. Giving that man a hard ass time when you really actually like him, which is weird. After 2 days, he must have looked into Eddie Murphy's soul. Cause I'm sorry, you could not get my blessing after being with my daughter for 2 days. Well, 2 days, a week at most. I know it ain't been a month. I know that much. It ain't been a month. You ain't about to get my blessing if my kid ain't known you for at least a year. And a year is on the minimum. I'm sorry. I just want people to get to know each other before they be getting married. If it's love at first sight, you can wait for marriage. I'm sorry. Wait to get to know a person first. End of discussion. Period.
What's this? It's nothing.
Look, just once I want to go back to America. I'm a citizen.
That was actually quite clever of him. At first, when I first seen this, I was like, how's he gonna take a knife into customs? I mean, I know it was the 90s, but they wasn't that lax.
Hold it right there, crazy man. No, I'm not crazy.
He ain't that much of a fool because he's quite clever. I know she's just like, look, dude, you got it through customs. Stop laying it on so thick. Come on, let's get on this damn plane.
Stolen Artifact Foundation, man. Freddy, get out of my sight.
I wonder if they can even understand the word they saying. Or did they just hear American and was like, oh, okay. He like he understands something. Or at least he appreciate, maybe he get the vibe of it. I don't know. You know they sitting there looking at him like, should we arrest this black ass? Lady, don't be bringing your squid on the plane. It's gonna stink up the plane.
I don't wanna know what going on. I think
that might have been one of the first times I seen her smile. Knowing a guy can make you smile, that's just like the icing on the cake.
That's the man, Chandler Yarrow. He doesn't return my property.
Should've known Numpsy was up to no good. I thought he was part of the police, cause you know he ain't got no connections, no buddies in the office. Like, hey, Eddie, they coming for you.
How long do you think you can keep up this miserable masquerade?
Well, until I get arrested, or until you realize the rules of evidence in this country.
Looking back on it, Eddie Murphy was quite clever in this role. Smart ass, but a clever smart ass. I can see why she fucked him.
I could destroy you, just like
then
that.
Do it. You know, you better be lucky. Numpsy want to keep his cover. That's all I know. Here we go.
Are you coming to bed?
And then he gonna give her that dead serious look. Didn't you just hear me give myself to you? You better take what I'm giving. It's like, I get old dude told him to be pure, but shoot. Gonna make her think you don't like her now. Oh no, they may be foolish, but those goons do get the job done.
I don't like this. Let's get out of here.
Girl, put your pants on. Don't let them catch you slipping. You ain't have no time to get no pants on. I'm just saying, no time. You ain't even have on shoes. Oh, look at her. Now she jumping for effect. Now we gotta see her fighting in her skivvies because she decided she didn't want to put on no pants before she left. I swear, the 90s and how they always try to make women look as skimpy as possible. This slow flip. I'm sorry, this flip was so slow. It's like he almost waited to shoot her in the back. After 2 days, girl, he worth dying for. This the second film where a chick is dying for some dude that they just met. Girls! This bullshit. What is this? Please don't reveal the lady behind the curtain. Ooh, the terrible CGI. She ain't even look like she got titties. She said, ooh, I can't see the light. Caught you slipping. Now send your ass to die for me. Too. Like, now get me the fuck out of here. Or at least try to. Oh, they got her in a nice little funeral pyre setup. Flowers all around. That's cute. Is that see-through burlap? I mean, if you really think about it, the bird could have led him to the child this whole time. Why is the bird doing that? The bird looks weird. Is this the CGI part of the bird? Because why is does bird fly like that for real? But for real though. But I guess the film would have been over by then and there would have been no plot line, so I digress. Here we are. Who just leaves the knife like that? Or is it a trap? He changed him at the perfect time. I wonder if he planned it that way. Man. That is an intricate little old school cage.
My dear sweet brother Numpsy.
Ooh, prepare for those old school 90s CGI. No, pick the child up and go. Fuck that shit.
Come on!
Who needs keys?
Everything's
Well,
gonna
you
be okay.
have the golden child. Something like that might actually make me feel comforted. I'd be like, ooh, okay, you got some nifty powers. We might be able to win this.
Somebody give you a volume or what?
If you had the inner peace of Buddha, then you too would be calm in chaotic situations such as this. I ain't got there yet, so I'm still working on mine. One thing I will say, you ready to run at any time.
You ain't gonna help me with the chain, just gonna keep running, right?
Hurry up! You know, he just like, I gotta do everything. Shit, that kid's ready. I appreciate the golden child being ready for anything, okay? When the demon's so powerful, you tell yourself you just gotta sit down and pray. Ooh, Numpsy, your skin and bone. Terrible. Now it's like, okay, time to go to the ladder. Now, did he bring the building down or did the kid bring the building down? I'm not sure. Boy, if you don't put that kid down, shouldn't that kid be able to fly? Or go faster than you at least? Oh, he has to look a little spooked now. The demon don't scare him, but your driving, he looked terrified. Ooh, better hurry up. That sunshine's literally on the toe. Ah, shit. I forgot he made one last appearance. Ooh, Namsi, you're looking a mess. You're looking a mess. Move the knife. There you go. MVP in the movie. When all the adults panicked, he kept his composure. CGI was terrible, but still. Oh, too cute. I love how he's just like, lift the toe up a little bit. I got this. It was also the toe with the bird. I wonder if that's like some type of chakra in the toes or something, or if that's just the way they wrote it. Oh, now you admit that you love her. Kiss together. I swear that kid is just too damn cute. I'm pretty sure that kid's probably older than me now. But not that they decided to give this 5 minutes of Eddie. I promise you, it's probably ad-lib the whole way. 5 minutes of Eddie just telling jokes at the end. Like, for real? Alright. JL Riet as the golden child. Well, JL, fabulous. I have to say, even after this time, it still holds up for me. It's still good. I mean, the CGI was what it was, but it was the 90s. What could they do? They didn't know any better. But as far as the acting goes, I don't know. Sometimes I'm looking at the female lead and I was just like, what was like their thought process when they gave her the role? Were they like, she's really stoic, shy? I just want to know like what personality did they decided to give her, because sometimes her personality came off a little one-noted. But, you know, that's just me being tad picky. That could have been the way they decided to write her. Maybe she had to have a little personality so Eddie Murphy could have so much personality. Still enjoy The Golden Child. MVP of the movie. Hands down. Period. Still makes me laugh, which is surprising because I know all those jokes. And I loved how they gave them a little bit of interaction at the end, as opposed, because, you know, they was like completely like separated the whole entire movie. The CGI is what it was, but it's like the 90s. Who can blame them? They worked with what they had. But as far as like the acting goes, the comedy was still on point. I love the interaction, like the kid, Eddie Murphy and the kid. It's still so cute to me. And the female lead still did her part. Looked beautiful doing it. Even though those flips were just like, wow. You know, those aren't her fault. That is CGI and bad sound effects. That's what I'm going to blame that on. I'm going to have to give it a definite 7 out of 10. But all in all, guys, what did you think of The Golden Child? Have you all seen it before? If you haven't seen it before, put that in the comments. I want to know how many of you guys have never seen The Golden Child before. If you're an Eddie Murphy fan and you haven't seen this, you have to go see it just because it's Eddie Murphy. This was like the martial arts, like closest to the martial arts world for me that I just loved, and I love this role. So if you guys enjoyed the review and want me to watch more of Eddie Murphy shows, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to come back for more. Also, put in the comments which is your favorite Eddie Murphy movies, and if you have some Eddie Murphy films that you want me to react to, please leave those in the comments too, because I am an Eddie Murphy fan, but I haven't seen a lot of his older stuff. Like I've seen like Beverly Hills Cop 1, I've seen clips of Trading Spaces. So if you guys want me to watch those for like a first time review, I can do that. So just let me know, put in the comments as usual, and I think that's all she wrote. Alright guys, so until next time, this is Shalea Homebody wishing you all adieu,
Shalea.
Auf Wiedersehen, Gesundheit,
Homebody.
farewell, farewell.
Welcome.